All right, y'all, let's get into the 2020 vision, the numbers, the big picture, and tie everything together into one video. I have touched on this in some other videos, but let's put it all so everybody can understand what's been going on, okay? Because the 2020 vision has been given, the trumpets have sounded, the dreams have been given in different ways, and some people have used their talents to figure out what was given to them, okay? So since the millennium has started, we have had the option to test all men and test all things in different ways, okay? And as this test is coming to an end, that world stage is coming to an end, everything is being reset. A lot of these things, you have to know it's exam time, and you cannot go and partake in out there per se, okay? So, since the dreams and visions were given, okay, what I can tell is I was given a set of end times numbers and sequences, okay? And I was given a reflection to work with, all right? Through this reflection, through the numbers I was given, I had to merge myself into another reality, to step out on my own, and to teach myself something through the Spirit that no man could teach me, okay? So the only way I can do what I do today, the only way I can see what I see, the only way I can hear what I hear is because I was given the end game. I was given the end numbers. I was given the end reflection. Okay? Now, I've climbed up on that watchtower long ago as a teenager. And I've lived my life out of faith because Jesus told me. Now, Paul didn't tell me because Paul goes against Jesus. Moses didn't tell me because Moses goes against Jesus. It's the Old Test of men, the New Test of men. It's the Baal worship, the worship of the law. Jesus said I could do all things, but in order for me to do all things, I need to be able to test all men. I need to be able to test the world. I need to be able to search after this world. So he told me I can do all things. Okay? So all sin is forgiven. In me realizing this at an early age, okay, I went into different lights. All right? I believed this, that, and the other sometimes in my life. I got swayed. All right? But I always had that foundation of Jesus said that all sins are forgiven. Past, present, and future. I can do whatever I need to do in this world right now. There's no law is going to keep me down. And in order for me to do what I need to do, I might need to operate under the law, which is what Jesus did. And then eventually, his friend turned him in. So he was so good at being the criminal that they had to take him down from the inside. And we're going to see these things playing out in our nation, with the nation being taken down from the inside. Trump's going to be taken down from the inside. And those types of things. And as these things go on, the country, the four rivers, they're going to get into the rapids. That's part of that rapture and whatever else. Okay? So, the four rivers are tied to the Icelandic freeze and that speed zone and the ice skating and all those things that's going to be coming. And I'm going to be doing another video on that stuff, okay? So the visions and numbers, all right? Very early on, I told y'all some things, and I've told you now I'm a little bit ahead of the game because since then to now, I've had to work through all the things that has been going on and pay attention to what's going on out there and pay attention to the family and all these things, okay? So my life is kind of divided in three ways, all right? And then through these three rivers, so-called, I have to put everything together. and everything's merging, and that the closest thing I can connect to, it was like a real life so-called psilocybin effect per se, or like that spidey senses they show us on the movies or whatever, where when the 2020 vision came, we started traveling, and I was being shown this, that, and the other. The Spirit was telling me to just, when I looked here, is like, no, do this and this with it, or this and this with it, or it was just the mind was telling me to do things around me that I wasn't thinking of before, and it's like the world's just like a whole new thing is opening up, and I'm trying to get it all in, okay? And as this is happening to me, my wife is experiencing it through me, so she's getting the vision through me, and now she brings something completely different to the table. Her heart's desires are on different sets of input, and my heart's desires are on this type of input, and together it helps me merge the big picture for now, okay? So right now, with life busy, with family, with even if I was single, okay, and had a normal job or whatever, okay, I would not be able to keep up with everything going on. The only way I can do what I can do, the only way I can see what I can see and hear what I can see or hear what I can hear, is because I was shown something. I was given something. I was given that light that is mentioned in Revelation to keep me from the delusion. And this light is being spread among the cloud. And that lightening is going out. And it's helping Lucifer, that's us, that light inside of us, gather his position back into heaven, to where man can do all things. And we're going to be reset in different ways. And I'm going to get into this in another video. About man being disconnected while connected in a basic standpoint. But this is to reset man in ways. But the only way I can go down and see from 2024 to 2028, 2033, all these things, connect points of light that I've done in the past or whatever, all this stuff is going to be merging together for the millennial kingdom reset. And as I was shown this, that, and the other, we have to work through the dreams and visions of this world, of this current end times, okay? Because while this is probably my first end times now, the light that was given to me has been through this end times before. And this is where I'm seeing stuff playing out. And I have to take what I'm given. And I have to take what I've learned in the ear and what I've learned in the eyes. And I have to connect what I've been given in the visions, what I've been given in the dreams. And I have to connect it all together for these times, for these live events. Because the Revelation 22, I was a little ahead of the game, thinking it was 2022. But I also knew my numbers and stuff were off, but I didn't know the connection point. But now we know the connection point of the 22, and that's the 9/11 anniversary. So this is where you can get the double years and the twins and those things, and where you get like this Christmas, now the things that's going on from Thanksgiving 2023 to Christmas 2023, this is setting up an egg. This is why you're in the San Francisco with the APEC and the Golden Gate, that golden for the bricks to Oz, for that new heaven and earth, and that gate, the gates of hell that have opened up with the Matt Gates and the Firebrand and the Day Satan and Eve, or Everglades and all those things. That's the land of Eden. And then you have the land of Nod probably in the middle with the Bible Belt, okay? Either way, all these things are being given. We have to work through it. So now that it's game time, now we have to take everything I've been putting out there. The people have been following along. That Bud Light's been given. The hands are helping the eyes and ears, and everything's being brought forth. So those of us who've been following along, who've listened to the videos, who've listened to the veil lift open, who have experienced, I'm basically putting out what comes to me as it comes to me. I am decoding the way I decode as it comes to me, to teach the people, to gather the body. Most people think it's crazy. Most people are going into hell. That hell on earth. And that they're going to be drowned by that currency change, that flood change. Because they haven't seen what's coming. The floods just come. Storm clouds are building now. So, yes, I admit, it's been a learning experience this whole time. And I've been putting out as I'm learning what I'm learning. As I'm learning. And the people are learning with me. And I know this because there are people who send me things that I know are hearing and seeing things. Because it's the hand of the body, handing the eyes and ears things, the head. And I'm here speaking, warning you, telling you what's coming. You just got to follow, go back and listen, and you'll hear, you'll see all the different points of light. And eventually it's going to turn you on. But right now the world's given over to the delusion. And you've been programmed by the programs to think people like me connecting all this shit is crazy. Or people like me that's taken drugs in the past or do this and that or whatever. We're crazy. Or making shit up or whatever. No. Y'all are the crazy ones because you're living the fucking lie that's mixed with just 1% truth. I know that my words are not for now. I know I'm meant to be taken as crazy. I know all the people who want to try and discredit. If you go back to where it's centered, it's all a personal attack. They always do a personal attack. They can never attack the foundation. And the foundation is Jesus said we can do all things. Jesus said 2 laws. Jesus said this, Jesus said that, Jesus said this, that, and the other. And then you got Paul and Peter coming in, making the new law of Romans, of the Roman culture. And you're all Paul's bitch. And he's all got you bent over and you're taking it up the ass of the donkey. And the donkey's back. The donkey's back has a cross on it. He's there now with the 2 burdens. Okay? So, if you have not been following along, you will not understand. Jesus said, in order to understand, in order to be like me, you got to follow me. Okay? We're all the bodies of Christ. Jesus is all inside of us. He's us. He is us. He is that light inside of us that lives in every one of us, that says we have everlasting life. We never die. We are born again after this one. The children of death, the children of fear, the children of hell, the ones who seek salvation, the ones in church, the ones who are left behind, the one where hell is going to come up and consume them. They are the synagogue of Satan, Jesus says. Very little Jesus exists in that book.